Hello and welcome to this weather alert for rain. We had a beautiful past couple of days. Just going over that. This is the sad light. You can see the clouds sort of closing in on us now. But we had a beautiful couple of days. First of all, Sunday night we had some really beautiful clouds, and this is a sign of the beautiful sky that we had coming our way for yesterday, Monday, which was absolutely beautiful. We had nice, just blue skies, not many clouds, a lot of pollen, but it was beautiful nonetheless. Did have some clouds, a few clouds come in toward later in the afternoon for a little bit, but other than that, it was fairly clear today. We also had a good amount of sunshine. So there's some very scattered jet chunk and some stratocumulus, but all very nice. So anyway, let's go over what we got right now. Temperatures are in the mid-50s here in central Nassau County. I see 55 at Farmingdale, 57 at Islip. You can see the wind has shifted now to the southerly direction. It only got up to 66 today. However, unfortunately, in my alley, it's still 62, believe it or not. Yeah, 62.
Oh, I hate this place!
Yep, so it's like, 7 degrees warmer. Last night, the alley was much cooler because we got a lot of wind. But it's not that much wind tonight, so you need a lot of wind to get that alley to cool off. Otherwise, it's not going to cool off. It's just going to hold the heat in. That's what's going on. I'm trying to do without the AC tonight, but I'm probably going to have to put it on because it's not cooling off here. I got the fans going, and I still can't really get it much below 70. So anyway, you can see the city is still in the low 60s. Let's see if we have any radiational cooling tonight. No, 54 in the Pine Barrens with a Tomber, 55 at West Hampton. So, but just to give you a sample of what the day was like, all right, Islip, the wind direction does not work at Islip. So wind direction is not working at Shirley either. Oh, that's lovely. I guess we'll have to use Farmingdale. Oh, it's not working there either. Are you kidding me? It's not working anywhere? I'm tired because I did hiking 2 days in a row. I have a video show you, so let's see. All right, so whatever reason it doesn't show up on there, but you can see here, this is Islip, and you can see during the day today we're only in the mid-60s. We had northwest winds, but they did eventually shift to the east and then south by the evening. And then last night was pretty chilly. We got down to the 40s, and that was with the wind. Northwest wind, dew points in the 30s, a beautiful air mass. Yesterday was also beautiful. We had highs a little warmer yesterday with more of a northwest wind. You could see kind of gusty at times, and also pretty low dew points. But luckily, with all the rain we've had, we haven't had to deal with any fire danger at all. So that's pretty much what it's looked like at Islip the past couple of days. We'll go to the map here, show you the highs. Today, highs again, low 60, mid to upper 60s. A little cooler today because we had more cloud cover. And then let's see, Jersey also in the mid 60s as well. Lows last night were in the 40s almost everywhere. I'm not sure if my alley made it down to the 40s. I think it made it down to the low 50s. And then mid 40s also for lows in Jersey as well. Not radiational cooling. We just had a breeze, a northwest breeze all last night. So here we go. The highs, and we already looked at that. So, yeah, so pretty just beautiful day, all in all. Just a couple of beautiful air mass the past couple of days. Absolutely spectacular. If we go to the MODIS viewer here, let's do that. Let's just go to the MODIS, yeah. I'm tired, so I'm just going to try to get my way through this, which I can because I hiked 2 days in a row because we're going to have a lot of crappy weather the next couple of days. So this is what it was like in the morning today. You could see toward the afternoon, we had some kind of clouds creep in from the east a little bit, but still plenty of sunshine today. Yesterday was beautiful. Did have some clouds off to the west that kind of snuck into the western areas, but the eastern areas kind of avoided those some mid-level clouds. So plenty of sunshine the past couple of days. Unfortunately, that's going to be in short supply at least for the next 48 hours, if not longer than that. So if we go to the satellite, you can see, we'll just pan this out to the national view here, and you can see this next big storm system here. It's causing severe weather in the south, but we're going to have a low that's going to form along it, in the Mississippi River Valley, I should say, and they've had some very bad tornadoes over there. You can see the hazy, junky air off to the south, but we've got this nice, cool airflow. We're going to stay in the cool airflow but we're going to be dealing with this storm system, unfortunately, coming to our area. We're not going to see severe weather, but we are going to see more rain from it. So if we look at the Storm Prediction Center, first of all, you'll see they've got tornado watches and all that other stuff in the Mississippi River Valley, of course, but for us, no severe weather for us. We're just going to have to deal with rain, but there has been a number of wind and hail tornado reports as well in that area, and they've had some devastating tornadoes in that area, but I'm not going to mention that here because this is a Long Island weather alert. So for the most part, I usually keep it links local. So you can see here, yeah, that's where the severe weather is. Here's our front, like meandering low here, so it's going to be a big, I would say, I'm trying to think of the word again, but it's going to be another one of those slow-moving, low-pressure systems, basically, that are going to be sticking around. So here's day 2. Day 3 was still kind of in it. So you can see what that means we're going to have unsettled weather. Look at the QPF here. Days for the next 1 through 7. Yeah, plenty of rain to fall in our area. You could do days 1 through 5. We could see as much as 3 inches of rain, perhaps, from this system that we're going to have. We're going to have some heavy rain with it. Yeah, that's what we're going to have coming our way. Before I get to this, we'll just go over our climate statistics for islip for the past couple of days. So you see here, high of 67 and a low of 48. Actually 3 degrees below normal, and we will be below normal. Yesterday, also high of 72. Now, yesterday we were actually above normal. The high of 72 was above normal by 3 degrees, but the low at night, I believe we dropped to 51. So the low at night was 1 degree below normal. So, but we're not getting as much wind tonight, so it feels warmer than last night. Last night was so nice and cool. Even the alley was cool because we had a pretty good wind blowing from the north, a nice breeze. But that breeze is now shifted to the south and the east and doesn't really get in the alley. It's also not as strong either. So let's go and take a look at the models here and our low pressure system here, and we'll just go to the European here and we'll go right to it. So and I'll just stick with the 18Z. So you see we have this system here coming in, and that is going to bring in rain from southwest to northeast tomorrow. Mainly be lighter. So you have the low over the Great Lakes, and you notice another low develops a coastal low develops on Thursday. That's going to bring in much heavier rain and also stronger winds for Thursday. And then it's going to take a while for that to move away. We kind of have a trough in place, and we're still going to be dealing with. We'll have to wait until, unfortunately, the weekend. It'll slowly improve, but as far as with the trough in the east, looking at the jet stream here, looking at the. We'll just look at this here. You'll see we have that trough. There it is. So that is going to keep things on the cooler side. All right. Let's take a closer look at the northeast. We'll go to the HRRR. Should have the zeros, the HRRR in, and we'll show you what's going to be happening here. First, the dew points and wind flow, just to give you an idea here. So you have an east wind that's going to we're going to stay in the cool air. All that moisture stays off to the south, but you'll see that we have this coastal low forming, and it gets kind of tight, and we could have some winds. We will stay chilly. You note the wind direction here. We are going to be staying chilly. All right. So temperatures tonight will drop into the 50s, and that's where we're staying tomorrow. Only in the 50s. We're not even going to make it to the 60s. And be very chilly overnight, and same deal Thursday. A nor'easter, a very chilly rain is what we're going to be dealing with. So let's take a look and see what we have as far as what the HRRR is showing for rain. And you'll see tomorrow we're staying dry until the afternoon. It's actually slowing the onset of precipitation down. We have a lot of dry air in place, which is going to hold up the precipitation, but then it starts coming in the evening. It's going to be light, but then later on, toward midnight, that's when we're going to see the rain get a little heavier. And then Thursday, you can see here the heavy rain over our area. It's going to be a heavy windswept rain much of the day, and drizzle. You can see that low. It's going to rain all day Thursday, and this only goes up to 0Z. So if we just go ahead and look at the total accumulated precip here, already it's showing 2 to 3 inches. So we're going to see probably more than that. This is going to be a real soaker. So forget about the drought. We're getting a ton of rain here, and we're going to get a lot more So it'll make the trees happy, and also algae people not. There's been a lot of pollen in the air when I was hiking. I noticed that too, and also talked about the inchworms. I have 2 hiking videos that I'm working on. You'll have to be patient. They'll be up later. But anyway, so that's what the HRRR is showing. That's as much as we've got on the HRRR. We're going to go to the European and show what the European is showing. So again, that's going to be, yeah, I'm thinking 2 to 3 inches for much of Long Island, maybe even some isolated areas that go even above that. All right, for this. We'll go to the NAM next. And we have the 0Z NAM in, but not enough of the 0Z NAM in to really... the NAM's going to be a similar deal, I think. NAM is not quite as... I don't even agree with this. That's too dry. No, I don't think. I think we're going to see more rain than that. The NAM is not tightening that coastal low up like the HRRR does. That's a little further to the east. I don't know if I'm buying that. But it's still going to rain all day Thursday. If it's not raining, you're going to have sucky drizzle. So Thursday is going to be an absolutely miserable day. We'll definitely not want to be out on that day. Now that we have a kind of an idea of all the HDRPS, I really don't have the full... you can see, though, that heavier rain comes Thursday. Here's the HDRPS. HDRPS is a little further off to the south and east. So we do have some disagreement here in the models as far as the track of this coastal low. This is the GFS, by the way. So that kind of depends on if it's a little further offshore. All right, we don't have the data on that. It's a little further offshore, then we're going to have less. But I'm really thinking that we're going to see plenty of rain from this. All right. You have the icon here. We can also look at this as well. And you can see also a little on the drier side, the icon. But I'm getting the HRRR. We have this coastal low. We have above normal water temperatures. That, to me, says we're going to have a lot of rain. So we're going to have plenty of rain. And that's why if we go to this hazards map, you'll see that we have small crafts and gale watches because there's going to be some strong winds along with that rain. This is going to be like a nor'easter. It is a nor'easter is what it is. We're getting a nor'easter in May, late May. So pretty crazy to get that. But let's go over to Ventus Sky, and we'll go ahead and we will look at the wind gusts as we head into this. So tomorrow, you're going to notice the wind pick up a little bit toward the evening. You'll be a little gusty. Have a raw feeling, let's say maybe some scattered light rain and sucky drizzle. But it's Thursday that things really ramp up. And look at this. Yeah, we may need a wind advisory for this low. Yeah, these are some pretty strong winds here. 44, 45 miles an hour. This is going to be a pretty strong coastal low. Look at some of these gusts offshore, too. So for Thursday, that is going to be... that is what we're going to have to watch out for. And this could also cause some smoke. And look at that low. It's very slow to move. You see that. This is using the HRRR, which I think that's exactly what's going to happen because that's been the trend all along. All right. So you can see here a lot of heavy rain and wind. Thunderstorms? No thunderstorms. But there is going to be a lot of wind. If we look at the seas, there will be some coastal areas affected with some flooding as well. From this nor'easter. So, again, we have this nor'easter that's going to be occurring. Let's go to the windy.com model, which is the European model, before I end this. And, again, I'm very tired. I don't have the energy to make a longer video than this. So, let's go to the wind on this. We're going to talk more about it because tomorrow is not really going to be a day where we're going to see, all right, it is picking up the winds tomorrow, even by 6 o'clock. But it gets a lot worse as we get toward Thursday. That's the concern. Here we go. Look at this, 58. We may need a high wind warning with this. So this is going to be a pretty strong coastal low pressure system that's going to develop here. A nor'easter. You can almost see it looks like it's got an eye. Remember, water temperatures are above normal. So Thursday is going to be the day where it's just going to be a lot of wind and rain. A real classic nor'easter. It gets even more intense as it moves out over the Cape. So this is what we're going to have to watch out for. Tomorrow, it's just going to be more of a miserable day, but Thursday is going to be downright stormy, and you're absolutely miserable if you don't have to go out. I would recommend not going out on Thursday because it's going to be that bad between the wind and the rain, and it's just going to be a huge mess. And again, we'll just go to Earth Null School and show you those warmer than normal water temperatures that we have offshore, so it's fuel for the storm. Ocean, sea surface temperature anomaly. You can see, look at that bright red offshore. So plenty of fuel for the storm to become a pretty powerful powerhouse nor'easter. Anyway, have a great night, and I'll be back tomorrow night as we get some more information on Thursday, because that's the day that I'm really concerned about.